Good evening, world. This is Ivan O'Mara. I hope you guys enjoyed my video yesterday, Swimming with the Sharks. So I finally made the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was my second last video in my miscellaneous series. You're now left with one video left, which is my final announcement. You're looking at a very interesting video of my final announcement. I'm going to talk about my life since birth, obviously. I don't remember anything in Saskatchewan. So all those pictures that you see with me and my stepbrothers when I'm young, when I was 3 years old, I don't remember any of those pictures, obviously, because I got knocked over that rock. My last memory of life is when I got knocked over that rock in Montreal. That was my earliest memory of life. I don't remember anything before that, which really pisses me off because I go over my album and I see all these pictures when I was in Saskatchewan. I'm like, how come I don't remember any of this stuff? It's because I got knocked out of the rock, man. Yeah, man. Because you guys are fucking wicked people. You want to knock out a 4-year-old kid just so you can infect his wife. Because you guys are fucking morally wicked people. You're wicked people. And you're nothing but a mess in white man. You want to break every moral code in the book you break. Because you're fucking crazy people, obviously. So today I'll be continuing my Lord of the Rings read-along. I am on chapter 8. I'll read a good 5 pages today. And I'll finish off chapter 8 tomorrow. I'll be finishing off chapter 8 tomorrow. Because I want to do my best to get through all of book 1, which I will. Sometime mid-October, I should be done my Lord of the Rings read-along. Sometime October, I don't know, 16th, 17th, 18th, around there. Sometime around there, I'll be done my Lord of the Rings read-along. But once I finish my Lord of the Rings read-along, I'll just make side videos. I'll babble on as usual, talking about Sky Source. I'll make side videos. I'll make side videos, and I will I'll make side videos until that final announcement. Sometime October 30th, October 31st, November 1st, perhaps. Probably early November. I'll make the announcement. I might give it probably November 2nd or November 1st around there. I'll make that final. October 31st, November 1st, November 2nd around there. I'll be making that final announcement. Once I make the final announcement, that is it for Ivan Mir. I'm not making any more reels for you, man. Because I'm gonna let my stepfather know I'm done. I'm gonna tell them, hey guys, I am done my book. I want to get my book self-published. I need your help. I have to really be sincere because I know the doors are locked on me. I know they're the gatekeepers, hence I have to let them know, hey guys, I'm done my book. I want to get my books published, self-published. Tell them, hey, I'm done my book. I want to get my book self-published. I want to get my book published. Self-published. I'll tell them I want to get my book self-published because I have the keys. I can self-publish my book. And then eventually, within a couple days, they're going to sit me upstairs, obviously, and their true nature is going to show. Your true nature is going to show, world. Once I find out how wicked you are when you trap with sugar, you trap a virgin man who's never been in a relationship. So you guys all got to have your moments with your girlfriends, your high school sweethearts in high school. I never had any of that because you separated me from my wife. All these other trashy women are incompatible with me. You separate the one girl who's compatible with me, and you guys get to have your moments with your boyfriends and girlfriends in high schoal. You have your high school sweethearts. And there's one man who's a virgin. Who's never been in a relationship. You cause mess in his life because you're selfish, obviously. So we get to have our own boyfriend and girlfriends and boyfriends. We get to have our moments in high school, our high school sweethearts, our girlfriends and boys. We get our boyfriends and girlfriends all to ourselves. And the virgin, innocent man, Ivan, we purposely cause mess in his life, separate him for 30 years. At the same time, we also trap him with a man who's never been in a relationship. We trap him with sharing for the rest of life. So you won't even let me be in a normal relationship. I've never been in a relationship in my life. I'm 29 years old. I'm a 29-year-old virgin. I've never been in a relationship in my life. All my so-called friends in dark, they've all had girlfriends. They've all had moments with their girlfriends and all stuff. And I never had any of that. And then finally, when I have planned for my life myself, you trap a virgin man after already causing mess in his life and locking the doors, and you trap him with sharing or death. Because you guys are mentally psychotic people. You're crazy. You don't see your evil. You can't let go of your envy. Yeah, we know Ivan's innocent. We know he's a virgin. We know he's never been in a relationship in his life. We don't care. He's too beautiful. We want him to. Let's have a virgin man who's never been in a relationship share forever for the rest of his life. Because you guys are fucking crazy people, man. You're mentally psychotic, crazy people. You're nothing but a mess. that me and my wife made. You don't see your evil because you're blinded by your envy. You don't care. You break every moral code in the book because you're blinded by your envy and you don't care. You don't see your evil because you're fucking crazy people, man. And you call me, and people make. And I remember when I went to the hospital. I remember that one. I remember my doctor. I remember the one psychologist, whatever her name is. I did this test with her and all this stuff, right? I remember she's like, she diagnosed, like, yeah, Ivan, you have psychosis. I'm saying she was acting like I have a serious mental illness. I'm saying, and you see, I'm like, oh my god, you guys are 10 times crazier than me. Like, yeah, I have a mental illness, I have psychosis, but you guys are fucking 10 times crazier, more psychotic than me and my wife, because you guys are fucking crazy people, man. You're nothing but a mess and what, man. You're crazy psychopaths. You guys are 10 times crazier than my wife. You know it. Yeah, even though Ivan has a mental illness, man, compared to us, we're fucked up people. We're fucking crazy ass people. Yeah, man. You guys are crazy psychopaths. Psychopathic behavior, obviously. You don't see it now, but the behavior towards me and my wife is psychopathic behavior, obviously. Psychopathic behavior. Separate Ivan and VJ for 30 years. We won't allow them to see each other. That's psychopathic behavior, obviously, because you guys are crazy psychopaths, obviously. Let's have them share, an innocent virgin man share for the rest of his life. Psychopathic behavior. After already causing mess in his life, we want him to share, obviously. Because we're blinded by our envy and we're crazy psychopaths and we can't let go of our envy. We all the women want Ivan. You know what I'm saying? All the men want VJ, hence what? The only way we can get a piece of that is have him share. Even though you know sharing with millions of people is pretty much impossible. And you still want me here to share with the whole world. Well, I mean share with the whole world. I mean everyone. You're looking at an endless line for decades, man. Me and my wife would, if I sold out in Hollywood, not only would I not be free, I'd be a dirty slave. Me and my wife would be sharing every day, forever, man. And you're looking at an endless line because you're looking at what the whole billions of people. Billions of people want a piece of that, piece of me, Ivan and VJ, and you're looking at an endless line for decades, man. Because you guys are fucking crazy psychopaths, man. You're nothing but a mess that me and wife made, and you're crazy fucking psychopaths, obviously. I don't mean to expose you, but you guys are nothing but a fucked up mess, man. You guys are crazy, psychotic people, man. You're nothing but a mess. Sometimes I wish, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I wish me and my wife just created this world, and then me and her it would have just been me and her living here, obviously. I wish I created this universe, and me and my wife became human, and me and my wife would have the whole world to ourselves, obviously. But that would be boring, obviously. The reason why me and my wife created you guys is because we wanted to what? Display our glory, obviously. Okay, let's create the universe, and then 2,000 years later, let's come down to Earth and let's have the world, witness our glory, obviously. That's the reason why we created you guys, obviously. Even though you guys are a reprobate mess, we created you guys that way we can we created you guys for our own pleasure, obviously. I'm God, I can do whatever the fuck I want. At the same time, we chose to come down 2,000 years later, so the world could witness the glory of God, obviously. But because you guys are wicked people, obviously, and you let your devilry envy take over, you chose to what? Separate my wife, lock all doors, separate my wife for 30 years, cause a mess, purposely cause a mess. You didn't just accidentally cause a mess, no, you purposely caused a mess. I'm not fucking stupid. Everything was set up for VJ. Just like everything is set up for Ivan. I forgot to post this game. Let's lock all doors and that way we can see him have sex. And let's force him into a porn star, obviously. Lock all doors on VJ, force her to lock all doors on VJ, force her into a porn star so she can make money. Hence the mess, obviously. The whole thing was set up for her. Lock all doors on Ivan when he's free. Have him pay what? A bullshit I want to see Ivan have sex fee. That way we can cause mess in VJ's life. So you set everything up to cause mess in my life, and you set everything up to cause mess in VJ's life because you guys are wicked people. And what pisses me off, I was willing to save my virginity for her, man. I was willing to save my virginity for her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was willing to save my virginity for my wife. She would have been the only woman I would have known what it was like to have sex with, and you fucking had me have sex with 1,000 women before I can fucking see her, man. Because you're looking at like hundreds of women I'm gonna have sex with, obviously, and she made me pay a price, man. Like that's what really pisses me off. I'm a virgin. I was willing to save my virginity for her. I would have had VJ. Ultimately, she would have been even though the mess happened with VJ, at least VJ would have had what? She would have had Ivan all to herself. That was what I wanted, obviously. Sorry, VJ, it's not gonna happen, obviously. And you forced me to have sex with my stepmother, which is fucking gross. Horrific price. Same time you had me have sex with hundreds, even thousands of women. Because when I pay this fee, you're looking at like 800 to even 1,000 plus women I'm gonna have sex with, man. You're looking at like all the famous celebrity women in Hollywood. You're looking at not all of them, but you're looking at a good, I don't know, a good 40% of them I'm gonna be having sex with. You're looking at a long line, man, of women in Hollywood who are dying to have sex with me. You're looking at something fucking crazy. Hence, you set the whole thing up for Ivan and VJ, obviously. And because those men in Hollywood are dogs, obviously VJ is gonna mess up, obviously, hence the mess. All those women in Hollywood are all cats, they're all slutty cats, obviously. Because Hollywood women are all cats. Hence, you set the whole thing up with Ivan, obviously. But I can easily fight him off, obviously. Because they're all cats, I have to what? I have to fight him off, obviously. I have to fight off all the Hollywood women, obviously. And hence why my wife is running away with me, because my wife knows once I make that announcement, VJ will find out how rich her stepfamily is. Hence, and she's gonna find out her stepfamily is a gatekeeper. Hence, it's finally gonna hit her mind. Oh my God! If you guys are the gatekeeper, that means you guys could have opened the doors for me. I could have had a successful career in Hollywood. I wouldn't have had to be a porn star. Hence the mess. Obviously. Hence you forced me. Hence you lock the doors on me. You had me be a porn star to purposely cause mess in Ivan's life. Yeah, she's gonna figure out the puzzles of the game. Obviously. Oh my God, you guys are the gatekeepers. You run Hollywood. You're the bosses, and you could have easily opened the doors for me. I could have done big budget movies, and you had me be a fucking trashy porn star, and had me do all these shitty indie movies. She's gonna figure out the puzzles of the game, obviously. Just like I'm gonna figure out the puzzles of the game when I find out how rich my stepfamilies are. So this whole time, you guys are gatekeepers. You had me live in a shitty apartment. You had me live in this shitty neighborhood. Yeah, the neighborhood I'm living in is a nice neighborhood for a middle class family, but for someone who's a billionaire, this is a ghetto, obviously. For someone who's the son of God, I shouldn't be living in a middle class neighborhood. I should be living the celeb life because I'm the son of God, obviously. I'm the son of God. And I should be living, because I'm the son of God, I should be living the billionaire life. The celebrity life. I shouldn't be living in what? In a fucking middle class neighborhood. Yeah, the neighborhood I live in is a nice neighborhood. Elmore is a beautiful place. The neighborhood I live in is a nice neighborhood. Beautiful houses here, obviously. The house I'm living in is a nice house, obviously, but this is a neighborhood for someone who makes $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 a year. This is a neighborhood for those kind of guys. Whereas for someone who's a gatekeeper, who's a billionaire, this is the fucking ghetto. As I shouldn't be living in this ghetto neighborhood, obviously. I told you, hence why VJ is running away with me after I pay this fee. Because not only will VJ find out how rich her family is after the gatekeepers and the whole thing was set up for her, obviously, the mess set up for her, she's also going to figure out that the mess, she's going to know what, VJ knows I was willing to save my virginity for her, and so when the world purposely had a virgin man have sex with what, hundreds, even 1,000 women, especially having sex with his stepmother, which is fucking gross, to be his wife, hence why VJ is running away with me after I pay this fee, especially have me suffering death. Hence why VJ is running away with me after I pay this fee, obviously. She's running away with me, man. She's fucking running away with me, man. There's a reason why I'm peacing out for good. As once I'm king, I'm not making any more videos on the stupid stuff on the channel. As once I pay this fee, there's a good chance I'll be trending online. Yes, I'll be busy looking at the trends every day, man. VJ will be busy looking at, the whole world will be looking at the trends. You're gonna finally see trends live in America, in downtown Ottawa. I don't know if I'm paying the fee in Elmore, if I'm paying the fee in Ottawa. Chances are I'll be paying it in Ottawa. When I'm paying it, there's a good chance I might even be staying at a hotel while I pay the fee. I'm most likely gonna pay the fee in a hotel or something like that. They're gonna film me. I'm gonna be a porn star. They're gonna film me having sex with what? All these Hollywood celebrities, obviously. And my wife will be tripping, obviously. And you're gonna see trends of Ivan Amira online, obviously. You're gonna see pictures of me, I don't know, having a smoke. You're gonna see me stressed out, obviously. I'm obviously very stressed out because I know I'm gonna die. You're gonna see me stressed out, having a smoke. Because when I pay this fee, the stepfathers are gonna pay me, obviously. They're probably gonna pay me a couple $100 a week to pay this fee, obviously. Yo, Ivan, will pay you on $350, $400 a week when you pay. I don't know, $400, $350 a week or something like that. They're gonna pay me some money because I'm gonna need the money, obviously. I'm gonna tell them, hey, look, when I pay this fee, I'm gonna need some money. The stepfathers are obviously gonna pay me a little bit of money when I pay this fee. They're gonna pay me probably minimum wage, probably like, I don't know, $300 a week or something like that. $350 a week, they're gonna pay me. $500 a week or something like that. Probably $500 a week they're gonna pay me when I pay this fee. Because I'm gonna make them billions of dollars, tens of billions of dollars, because the whole world's gonna watch my porn videos. They're obviously gonna pay me some money. They're gonna pay me probably like $400 a week or something like that when I pay this fee. Because I'm gonna need the money, obviously. I'm gonna tell them, hey man, I'm gonna need the money. You know what I'm saying? Now that your true nature comes out, I'm gonna need some money to get food for myself, to get smokes. I need to renew my what? I need to renew my license. I need to renew my passport. All that stuff. I'm gonna need some money, as they're gonna pay me. Obviously, they're gonna pay me shitty money, but they're gonna pay me something. They're gonna pay me some money, and the money that I get, I'm gonna while I pay this fee, I'm gonna get beer, smokes, and food, and I'll watch movies to get my mind off things, obviously, and I'll watch games on YouTube. And I'll most likely look at the trends. Looking at my pictures will help me get through it, obviously, because I know everything's gonna be all right, obviously, because I'm God. But if I see those trending pictures online, I'm gonna be looking at the trends. Obviously, oh my god, look at me, I'm famous now. VJ will be looking at the trending pictures of Ivan on Twitter. You're looking at trending pictures on Twitter, man. You guys see the future. You already know what's gonna happen. You know I'm gonna be trending online when I pay this fee. And you're not only gonna see the trends when I'm king. You're gonna remember what it was like to see the trending pictures when Ivan was paying a fee and he was poor. Obviously, but what's gonna keep me going, even though I know death sucks and all stuff, what's gonna keep me going is knowing that after I pay this fee, I'm gonna be a multi-billionaire. I'm gonna be king, man. That's when I'm gonna have a fresh wife all to myself, and I'm also gonna get the glowing beauty, and I get to start that Sky Source Entertainment company, bigger than all the film Hollywood companies, and I get to be what? Me and my wife get to be king, queen. I'm gonna be fucking famous, a famous billionaire, man. I get VJ all fresh to myself, and VJ will get the glowing beauty. No more crying. So not only will VJ no more not crying anymore, it's just the crying will stop, man. Because VJ's fucking crazy. She cries all night long. She's fucking crazy, man. She cries from midnight all the way to what 6, 7 in the morning. She doesn't stop crying. She doesn't even sleep. I don't know when was the last time VJ slept, but man, VJ needs to get some fucking help. She needs to seek help because she's fucking crazy. She cries all night long. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because she cries all night long. Her stepfamily knows she cries in her room all night long, yet they don't care, obviously, because they're the ones who set the whole thing up and purposely infected her, obviously, because they're fucking evil, obviously. Right? VJ cries at night because she knows she got duped. She knows she can't see me, obviously. She's fucking because I run away all the time because I don't want you touching me. That's fucking gross. At the same time, she knows she got duped. She knows she got duped. The mess happened in Hollywood. The whole thing was set up for her. At the same time, what? At the same time, VJ what? She doesn't have freedom. She wants that freedom so bad, obviously. Because she's sold out, VJ does not have. She doesn't know what it feels like to be free, obviously. I guarantee VJ's even envious of me, man. She's very envious. Even though I'm poor and even though VJ's rich, she has money and Ivan's poor, at least Ivan has fucking freedom. And VJ envies my freedom so much, obviously. She envies my freedom so much. I know you, VJ, you envy my freedom so much. Even though I'm poor, I'm fucking free, man. I have freedom. And it's an amazing feeling to have freedom. It's a very shitty feeling to be owned by someone else, man. Because VJ sold out, she's owned by what? She's owned by someone else. She bows the knee to the Hollywood system. She's one of them. Hence, VJ sees me as what? She sees me as an outsider. She sees me as a poor, free person, obviously. But even though Ivan's poor, at least he's free and he has freedom. He didn't sell out, obviously. And Ivan has the keys. He doesn't have to sell to any gatekeeper. She envies me, obviously. Whereas VJ got duped. Yeah, she has money, but her career is sabotaged. She probably only has like 900 grand in her bank, $1 million in her bank, $1.5 million in her bank or something like that. She's a fucking survivor. She has money, she's rich, but she's a fucking survivor. So even though VJ has a lot of money, which is nice, obviously, she's able to go on nice vacations, she's able to do a lot of nice things. She's not free, she's a fucking dirty slave. VJ's a dirty slave. She did dirty shit to make her money, man. She did dirty shit by being a porn star, having sex with so many men to make her money. Dirty shit, obviously. She paid a price, obviously. She also does dirty shit. Whenever she does her movies, she has to do it, obviously. That doesn't come free. And VJ did dirty shit to get roles, all that stuff. Because that's how the Hollywood system works. You want to get roles, you have to what? You have to pay a price, obviously. You have to sell out. That's how it works. Because Hollywood's a wicked system, obviously. There's a reason why, I'm telling you right now, Hollywood is so wicked, there's a reason why a lot of Hollywood relationships don't last long. There's a reason why what? There's a reason why a lot of celebrities commit suicide. There's a reason why what? A lot of celebrities are depressed, they're miserable, because the Hollywood system is so wicked. The Hollywood system is so wicked that what? There's a reason why there's so much horrific stuff going on in Hollywood, obviously, because the system is so it's a wicked system, man. And that's why I want nothing to do with that system. The system is fucking wicked. I want nothing to do with that system, man. I told you the reason why why you think a lot of Hollywood relationships don't last long. A lot of Hollywood celebrities, they spend millions of dollars on their wedding. Obviously, they waste money. Obviously, and a lot of the relationships only last for 2-3 years. Why? Because the Hollywood system is fucked up. It's wicked. Obviously, it's a wicked system. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you the details. But I'm just saying the system is fucked up and it's very wicked. If you want being rich and famous in Hollywood comes at a price, man. That's all I'm going to say, man. Being in a relationship in Hollywood comes at a price because the system is wicked. It's so wicked, obviously. It's wicked because I'm gonna tell you a cold truth here. Even though, in other words, even though you're in a relationship in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying, and you get married in Hollywood. If you want to get that money, if you want to have the money coming in, you're still what? So even while you're married, you're still a dirty slave. Even while you're in a relationship, you're still a dirty slave because the system is so wicked. Hence, why a lot of relationships end in Hollywood because it's the way the system is fucked up. It's wicked. It's a wicked system, obviously. Yeah, man. Hence, why these Hollywood celebrities are so depressed because even though they have a lot of this money and they're famous, it all comes at a huge price, man. Yeah, I'm married. You know what I'm saying? I have all this money. I'm living a good life, but I'm still not free. I'm still if I want to keep the money coming in. I have to what? I have to be a dirty slave. That's how it works, man. Hence why relationships never last in Hollywood. Because the system is fucking wicked. Hence why what? The fact that the horror mess happened with my wife, that's how you know the Hollywood system is fucked up. It's wicked. And that's how you know I want nothing to do with what? That wicked Hollywood system. As if me and my wife were in Hollywood, the relationship wouldn't work. If me and my wife were sharing with the world, the relationship would end. It wouldn't work. It would end. I'll tell Vijay, look, we're better off being single than being together and having a share. Fuck that shit. I'd rather be single. The relationship wouldn't work, obviously. Hence why I want nothing to do with that Hollywood system. I want to be rich. I want to be free, obviously. Because I told you, I'm going to keep saying this. Even though it's nice to have a lot of money, there's nothing worse than having a lot of money and being owned by someone else and you're a dirty slave. And you're what? Your life is yeah, you're living a great, rich life, but you're not free. You're a dirty slave. Because Hollywood's a wicked system, obviously. You're a dirty slave and what? And you're not free, obviously. Whereas what? Whereas if you have freedom, yeah, you may not be a multimillionaire, but if you're making $60,000, $100,000 a year, and you're making a good living for yourself. You're not rich, but you're living a nice life. At least you have freedom, obviously. But I told you, it's nice to be free. But at the same time, there's nothing worse than not having money. It's nice to have a lot of money. Having a lot of money is a nice perk, and having freedom is a nice perk. Hence why being rich and free, you're getting the best of both worlds. But I told you, there's no such thing as being rich and free in this world. If you want to be a multimillionaire, that comes at a price. You will not be free. You have to sell out. You will not be free. So it's either you're rich and you're not free, or you're free and you're not rich. And no offense, I'm going to keep saying this. I'd rather be free and not rich. When I mean not rich, I mean like I'm not a multimillionaire, but I'm making a good living. I'm making like, I don't know, $100,000 a year. I'd rather be someone who's free and make $100,000 a year than be someone who's worth $100, $200, $300 million, have a lot of money, but sell out and pay a huge price to be rich. Fuck that shit and be owned by someone else. Fuck that, man. Trust me, being owned by someone else is such a horrific feeling. It's such a horrific feeling. There's a reason why a lot of Hollywood celebrities are very miserable and they're very depressed and they cry. Behind the scenes, they're very depressed, they're very miserable, they cry because they're not free, they're owned by someone else. They're dirty slaves, man. They're not free, which is a very, very horrific feeling to be owned by someone else. So even though I have a lot of money and I can go on a nice vacation and you know what I'm saying? I can stay at nice hotels, I can buy nice clothes. At the back of every time they go to bed, they know what? They know that when they're not free, they're owned by someone else. A very horrific thought, obviously. But whereas at least the average person, he or she may not be a millionaire, but if you're making $80,000 a year and you rent a nice apartment, you buy a nice house, You may not be a millionaire, but you're making a good living, and at least you're free, man. You have freedom, which is an amazing feeling, obviously. And in my opinion, having money is nice, but it's not worth selling your soul and freedom for. Having money, having money is not worth selling your soul and freedom for. It's not worth selling your soul and freedom for. As freedom, in my opinion, is worth more than money, man. It really is, man. Freedom is worth more than money. Because I have the keys, I don't have to sell to any gatekeeper. I'm the lucky one. I'm the only one in this planet who gets to be rich and free. When I mean rich, I mean like millions and billions. Whereas there's a lot of people in the world who are upper class people who make like $200,000 a year and they're free. My point is, when I mean rich, I'm talking about millions and billions. I'm the only one in this world who gets to be rich and free, who gets to be a billionaire and it's free, obviously. Whereas no billionaires in this world are free. All these billionaires are dirty slaves, as none of them made that money for free, obviously. They all have to pay a price to make that money, obviously. Whereas I'm the only billionaire in this world that's rich and free, which is an amazing feeling, obviously. Because there may be some exceptions, but I highly doubt. There's no such thing as free money in this world. Because I have the keys, I'm the only one that gets to be rich and free in this world. Because I have the keys, obviously. Because I have the keys, I'm the only one in this world, who gets to be rich and free, as I don't want to be a part of that wicked Hollywood system. As I told you, if I was in Hollywood with my wife and we were sharing, the relationship would end. It would end. The relationship would guaranteed end. It wouldn't work, man. Me and her sharing with the world, I would end the relationship with VJ. The relationship won't work. We're better off being single than fucking being together and sharing. Like, fuck that shit. I'm not fucking sharing with millions of people and being a dirty slave. Fuck that shit. I'm not gonna let you do like that, man. No fucking way, man. But because you guys are wicked, you don't care because you're blinded by your envy, obviously. You're wicked people. You're morally wicked people, obviously. Now I'm gonna be richer than all these Hollywood celebrities, as me and my wife are gonna make a good $5 to $9 billion at the book sales. I said $9 billion, but like my point is the low end is $5 billion, the high end is like $9 billion, $9 billion. So me and my wife are gonna make between that 5 to like $9 billion off the book. Obviously. Even if me and my wife make $5 billion, that's still a shitload of money. It's still a shitload of money, as me and my wife would still be able to do all the things. We'd be able to build our 100 with a condo, buy a $7 jet. We'd be able to put $7 into Lasso for Zanus. Not as much as $9 billion, but $5 billion is still a shitload of money, man. And me and my wife would be richer than all these Hollywood celebrities, obviously. As me and my wife are gonna make between that $5 to $9 billion around there. I can't, you know what I'm saying? So the high end is $9 billion. If me and my wife make $9 billion, that's fucking nice, obviously. And the low end is like $5 billion my wife will make. Even if me and her make $6 billion, it's still a shitload of money, obviously. But me and my wife are gonna make between that $5 to like $9 billion range. Right. The low end is $5 billion. The high end is what? It just depends how much people buy my book. The high end is $9 billion. Obviously. Even if me and my wife make $5 billion, it's still a shitload of money. We're still richer than all these Hollywood celebrities by a milestone. And we still get to start our film entertainment company. We get to start Sky Sisters. We can easily put $9 to $7 million into Zanus. And even after putting $9 to $7 million into Zanus, we have what? We have like $4 billion left in our bank still. We're so fucking loaded. I don't know, $3.6 billion. I don't know, $3.7 billion left in our bank. We're so fucking loaded. Obviously, right? It's me and my wife are going to be loaded. Hence, you're fucking welcome, VJ. It's because of me you get to live this amazing life. And once I pay this fee and I come back from death, I'll be so happy because the crying will now stop. Because VJ's fucking crazy. She's crazy, man. She doesn't stop. She cries all night long. I don't even know. I don't even know when was the last time she slept, man. It's been a while since VJ slept. Because every night when I go to bed, I always hear the crying. And so I'm like, oh my god, VJ doesn't sleep. She doesn't sleep, man. She has sleepless nights, obviously. I guarantee VJ takes pills to stay awake and all that stuff, because I don't know how you can. I don't know how, because I don't know when was the last time VJ slept, man. I think VJ takes pills to stay awake and all that stuff, because every night when I go to bed I always hear the crying. And VJ has sleepless nights. She doesn't sleep. When I mean like crying, I mean like for the past like 2 years, like 2020, 2021, she's been crying every night. Hence VJ hasn't slept in a long time. And it's like, guarantee she takes medication to stay awake and all stuff because she's fucking crazy, man. She cries all night long and it's fucking annoying. Like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear any more of your crying, man. You sold out. Like, yeah, the whole thing was suffer, but man, you're the one who fucking sold out. Don't blame me if you can't fucking see me, man. You sold out. Shut the fuck up. I'm not kidding around. It's fucking annoying. You're the one who sold out. So don't get mad at me if you can't fucking see me, man. It's not my fucking fault. Shut the fuck up. It's fucking annoying, man. Anyways. I'll babble on. I'll talk more about Sky Source. And then I'll read a good 5 pages of Lord of the Rings. Obviously, right? And I hope you guys are enjoying this series, Watch the Camera, because the countdown, you only have what? You only have like what, 3.5 weeks left of Ivan O'Mara, man. Or October 5th, you have what? Yeah, 3.5 weeks. You have 3.5 weeks left of Ivan O'Mara on YouTube, and after that, I am done, man. Because once I make that final announcement, that is it. I'm not making any more videos on the Cyber's channel. I'm gonna bravely go upstairs and let my family know I am done my book. I want to get my book published. I'm going over my book right now. I'll be done in a couple weeks. By this month, I'll be done and go over my whole book. That's all I'm gonna say. And once I'm done going over my whole book, I'm gonna pump out my remaining videos, make that final announcement. Once I make that final announcement, that is it for Ivan O'Mara. I'm not making any more videos on the Cyber's channel. I'll let my family know I'm done my book. The true nature will show, and eventually I'll start paying the fee. You got your bullshit sex from Ivan. I'll be a porn star. You'll see me have sex. You'll see my flesh, but you won't see my spirit, obviously. And you got bullshit sex from Ivan. I'll pay this fee. I'll cry my eyes. I'll suffer death. Now, once I come from death, you guys are all gonna remember all my warnings, man. You're gonna remember the poor Ivan on YouTube. You're also gonna remember all my warnings. And now, when I come out from death, you now know I'm about to become king. And you're gonna regret your decision. Oh my God, like seeing Ivan Vijay's bullshit sex wasn't worth it. Because now we got ripped off. Ivan paid his debt. He came out from death, and now he's about to become king. We're gonna be left out. Yeah, man. You made your choice, and hence when Ivan and Vijay are king and queen, you're left behind. You're not saved. You knew this would happen, yet you still made the fucking stupid choice because you guys are reprobate people. Yeah, we know if we purposely cause mess in Ivan's life and touch his wife and he has to suffer death, Ivan is piecing the fuck out. When he's king, queen, when him and Vijay are king, queen, we're left behind, and you still made the stupid choice anyways because you somehow foolishly hoped, even if we cause mess in Ivan, we let Ivan take over and cause mess in Ivan's life, we kill him, we don't talk about Ivan Vijay in the public eye, somehow Ivan Vijay will make real spoils because you want a full cake. You knew I'm not going to let you do it like that, and you still made a stupid choice because you guys are fucking reprobate. Let's shut my camera off here.